Hey everyone, what's going on? Dave Kettner here again with another training video. In this video, we're going to go through SVGs and we're going to see how to know if an SVG file really works, to know if it's going to, if we're going to sell it on Etsy, if we know it's going to work for the people that are buying the SVGs. I'm going to show you exactly how to know if it's working, so you make sure that you're putting out material that's going to work, these files are going to work. So let me switch over here. This is my Cricut Design Space software. Now, very easy. You can just go to Cricut Design Space and you can download this for free. You don't have to pay for the services if you don't want to. I think it's like $5.95 or something a month. You just need the free software. So install the free software on your computer and go ahead, open it up, and then create an account, again, free. Then you will log in like this right here. You'll see I'm in my Cricut Design Space. And what we're going to do here in the top right, I'm going to click on New Project, and it's going to open up a grid like this. Now, what we want to do here is we want to upload our design. So you have an SVG design you've already put together. We want to see if it works, and we're going to utilize Design Space to see if it works. So I'm going to click on Upload, and I'm going to upload New Image. So I'm going to go to Browse, find the image we want to do. Now, I did a few different things here. I want to show you a complex one that I did recently. So this is actually an SVG for this cross and 3 nails equals forgiven, and this was an Easter design that I did. And here it looks all good. It's on a background, no background, so we're going to hit upload over here, and we're going to upload it to Design Space. There it is right there. So it looks good, right? Looks like it's working, and it's in Cricut, ready to go. Well, not so fast, my friend. If we click on this, we want to add it to our canvas. So see down here in the bottom right, click on Add to Canvas. And now we're going to add it over here. And again, it's going to look like it's all good, right? If we look at here, I can make it smaller so you can see it because I have a big file here. Everything looks good until you look over to the right. If I were to scroll down here, every single one of these is a different vector, and as you see, there's different pieces. There's tons of them. I'm scrolling down. That would mean a separate cut for every single one of those things. Now, if that wasn't enough to show you that this is not going to work, all you have to do is click up here at the top right, and let's say I was going to make this. So I'm going to click Make It, and if someone was using this software to actually print it out to their machine, I'll show you what I'm talking about here, because as soon as we go to Make It, it doesn't matter what you push up here. I'm going to put On Matte. All right, we just want to confirm it to see what it's going to look like when it's going to print this software. And look, does that look like our image? Not at all. So that's the way it's going to print. It's not going to work. So this SVG file, now this was an SVG that I actually had a PNG file. I went on Fiverr and I had someone convert it to an SVG for me. Obviously, that is not going to work. We had one person, so I thought it was going to work. It looked good to me, and we actually sent it. I put it on my Etsy store for sale, and 4 sales later, I got one person that sent a 1-star review, and they were furious. It did not work. Well, yeah, it does not work because it is wrong. It's not the correct SVG file. So let's go ahead and try another one. So I'm going to do an upload here, and I'm going to upload another image. I'm going to go to Browse, and this time I'm going to go into my downloads. I did a few before the video here, and I have this one here called Jane. All right, so I have a Jane Revised. I'll show you that I fixed it, but this one is an SVG. So I'm going to open it up in my Cricut, and look, boom, right there. It is not even, I can't even see the design. Now, it actually is a saying, as you see, it's blocked out, the majority of it. Doesn't make sense. Well, if I upload it here, just to confirm when it comes into Cricut, what it's going to look like, you're going to see it's still going to have that blockage. All right, that is not going to work. So I didn't even have to go into it to add to the canvas. I can see right away that this SVG is not going to work. That is not a good SVG. By the way, I did that one in Canva, and that one I actually just said PNG, to save it as download it as an SVG, and that's what came about. It did not work. All right, let's try another one. So here now I went through and I did it correctly, Jane Revised, and watch, when it comes in now, it looks correct. I go to upload, bring it in, and I want again, okay, it looks good there, but so did this one before. I want to actually move this one now to the canvas. So I'm going to highlight it, click over here, add to canvas, and let's see what happens when it comes in. So it comes in over here. It looks good there. Look over here, look at that. See, it only has one vector to print, black. All right, so that's not a problem. So I click on that, there's no other vectors, it's gonna print, and I can click on Make It, and it's gonna go through. If I had the thing here, and when I do it on matte, you'll see it actually is gonna confirm that, boom, it will print out correctly. So that one was good. So now we have one that works. Now, just so you know, in another video, I'm gonna show you how to do this correctly to make sure not only how to make sure that the SVGs are working for you, but how to make them correctly. All right, so this is a video just to determine if it's working or not. All right, so I'm going to delete that one, and I'm going to try here one more. So let me go back to upload image, and browse. Let me go back to the downloads here, and I had this this boss design here that I did SVG. And I think this one was one, see, same thing. I can tell right now it's not going to work. All right, so I'm just going to cancel that one. So again, you'll know right away if you're trying to bring something in. Let me go to upload. Let's go to another one here. And let's try this image vector that I brought in right here. I can't remember this design. All right, this is another one I did on one of my trainings recently, class of 2023. And that one looks good there so far. So I'm going to hit upload. And it's going to bring it in here. So I'll click on that, add the canvas. And let's see what this one's going to look like. All right, now notice here it has 2, 4, 6 vectors. And that's okay. 6 vectors is going to be 6 cuts. That should be just fine. And I want to show you here, if I were to click on these vectors to show you, right now it's all grouped together so I can move it around. But if I were to click on one of these things, you can actually separate these out. Change them, someone could move these things around. They can change these different things of these different sectors, whatnot. In this case, I'm gonna hit the back just to put it back where they were. And even still, like let's say here, if we want to click on the hat, if this is done correctly in SVG, someone could come in here and say, okay, that black hat, I want to make it a red hat, right? So they come up here to the color and switch it to red. Now it's red. All right. There's different things you could do. You want to dark blue. See how you can change this, and this is based when the vectors are correct. You click over here what you want, and then when you click here on group, now it's all grouped together again. See that? It's pretty cool how you can change that out, but it has to be done correctly. Now this one, I made the blue one. Go to make it, and let's see if it comes in our mat correctly. If we were to cut this onto a mat, hit confirm, and it should come in there correctly. See, it looks right, and then the colors will print out. See here, you have your 6 different cuts. There's a red one I just made. So then we know this one is working correctly. All right, so I want you to utilize this Cricut design space to make sure that your SVGs are working, all right? Because if you're not, if you are having someone do it for you on Fiverr, if you are just buying it from someone on Etsy, if you are just buying it from a designer or having a VA do it for you, you don't know if the SVG is going to work until you test it. All right, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to bring it into Cricut Design Space. Again, I put the link down below. If you need to download Design Space, you'll have that link down below there. And just make sure you're doing this. It is worth the extra time. Trust me, it's not worth getting a bad review. You want to make sure that your SVG is working correctly. Now, in other videos, I'm going to show you how to design your SVGs correctly. This is just how to check the files when you have them. So, hope you enjoyed that video here today. I hope you like this. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, like my video. I appreciate it. It helps get the message out to other people. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that bell notification, because then you'll be notified whenever I'm sending out new videos. And I look forward to sharing with you all this great stuff, teaching you how to do more things with Etsy and different things as far as your product business, how to create wealth, so many great things. Please subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to catching you another time. Until then, take care.